Today we are going to learn the first poem in your syllabus. The first poem Song of the Open Road. Song of the Open Road is a classical travel poem by Walt Whitman. It is a beautiful mixture of self-awareness, free will and tenderness of hearts. In this free-verse composition, he celebrates the outdoors, the road in particular, as a metaphoric space of free spirit where men come together irrespective of their social status. A road is something everyone, the rich or poor, uses and hence it builds associations among people. The road is also symbolically a call of adventure and opportunity to those bold enough to take the journey. The poet addresses the poem to the readers with a view to stir in them feeling of freedom. Furthermore, the road also signifies mobility as anyone can take a road, which implies that one can always start over and head towards something new. About the poet, the Song of the Open Road. This poem is written by Walt Whitman. He was born in 1819. He was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. He was constant himself, lifelong learners. This is regarded as one of the most himself collection of poetry. Now, Walt Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon and is often called the father of free verse. Walt Whitman, a renowned poet in American songs of the open road. This poem called on the leaves of the grass among the influential time. This poem doesn't contain pattern of life. This poem line do not rhyme fixed forms. Still, life to create artistic expression. The poet writes a poetic device to create suitable poetic effects. This poem are inspirational, motivational, and narrative. The whole poem has 15 sections and 46 stanzas. Complete poem can spill two parts. The first part, line 1 to 8, and second part, line 9 to 15. We shall learn the first section, prose, and second, poetry. We shall motivate and encourage this poem, an expression of happiness. And the song of the open road, these poems are freedom, independence, and self-determination. We shall know about lesson of life, reading the poem, motivated, encouraged, and expression of happiness. To continue journey of despair, of facing a problem, poet is a narrative observer while walking open road. Road is a signifier of mobility of life. Let's go through poem now. Now the first you look the ice breakers. Now choose the mode of travel that you would like the most for a journey. Now choose the mode of travel that you would like the most for journey. Airways, waterways, railways, and roadways. Give reason for your preference. Now I would like to choose railways for the following reasons. Railways are relatively cheaper than airways and roadways. They are the most convenient mode of transport for a long distance travel. They are free of traffic jam, hazardous, unlike roadways. Now the second, discuss with your partner the preparation you would like to make for journey chosen would make following the preparation. Pack my luggage. I would pack my luggage in bags of suitable dimension so that they could be comfortably tucked under the seats. I would carry some savings and water for emergency in case the train doesn't have pantry car. So as you should like you would like to write the examples. Now this is discuss. Next, discuss the ways in which you would overcome the problem, hindrance, difficulties you face during your journey. Now this example to spare myself the boredom of a long journey. I would keep some reading material handy, such as a novel or a magazine. I would have to keep my luggage fastened with chains to prevent its theft. I would need to keep my tickets safe till the completion of a journey. Avoid getting fined by ticket checkers. Now go through the poem. I read loudly the poems. You listen carefully. The Song of the Open Road. This poem is written by Walt Whitman. Listen, I put and light-hearted I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me leading where I choose. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, I might spare myself am good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism, strong and content, I travel the open road, the earth that is sufficient. Now next, I do not want the councillors any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. I know the suffice for those who belong to them. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. Now the Whitman, the sections of the poem into four the separate parts, the pre-verse stanzas. The first stanza contains three lines, the other three contains four lines each. The poem is told from the first person point of view and the speaker is praised, the poet himself. The Song of the Open Door. Now the poet says, is sitting out on the open door on foot. He is light-hearted and open to all there. There is two experience. Now additionally, the road present him with endless opportunity. He can choose to go wherever he pleases. Now this next is a continuous the thoughts expressed in the first three lines. The speaker, the poet says that he does not have to hope for good luck because he is the maker of his own luck. he will no longer cry or hesitate to do what he wants because he doesn't need anything. He is no longer contained with the monotony of routine. He is strong and happy to be on the open road. Now the speaker makes reference to the earth and stars. He says the earth is enough for him. He doesn't desire to be any closer to the people with influence. He knows they are where they are meant to be. In the last line, that is the strong contrast to the rest of the poem. The poet asserts is free with an independence. It means that he doesn't consider himself as one among the people who belongs to constellations. Now the poet is distinct from the rest of the poem due to the use of parenthesis, the use to give extra information. These poets as an afterthought. The poet admits that he carries the memories, old delicious burden of the people. He comes across in life. He cannot rid himself of the poem. Instead, he tries to return the favor by filling those people with found memories too. Now, listen carefully the poems. Now, the first the lines. A food and light hearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free the world before me, the long brown path before me, leading wherever choose. Now the poet is setting out on the open road on foot. Freely walk on these roads. He is light-hearted and open to all that. There is to experience. He additionally said the road, the parents himself with endless opportunity. He can choose to go wherever he pleases. He walked out of the doors freely and to without any trace go to the outs, and he was endless opportunity to choose to where he is freely the place. तर यामध्ये कवी जो आहे पूर्ण मोकळ्या तपकिरी रंगाच्या वाटेवरून तपकिरी रंगाच्या रस्त्यावरून मुक्तपणे कोणतंही मनामध्ये न टेन्शन येता सदैव आनंदी मनाने एक एक पाऊल पुढे टाकत चालला आहे. कोणतंही मनात न टेन्शन होता तो घराच्या बाहेर मुक्त रस्त्याला तपकिरी रंगाच्या रस्त्यावरून तो चालत आहे या सुंदर विश्वामध्ये. या सुंदर विश्वामध्ये त्याचा हा प्रवास चालू आहे. तो एक साक्षीदार बनून या मुक्त रस्त्यावरून तो चालत असताना तो स्वतःच एक साक्षीदार बनून निरोगी आणि मुक्त जगामध्ये तो त्याचा प्रवास चालू ठेवत आहे. तो त्याचा प्रवास चालू ठेवत आहे. नाव द नेक्स्ट द henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more. Now postpone no more, need nothing, done with endure complaints, laborious, querulous criticism, strong and content I travel the open road. Now the poet says that he doesn't have to pray for good luck because he is a maker of his fortune. He will no longer cry or hesitate to do he wants because he is in need of nothing. He is no longer content with being walked inside. He is strong and happy to be on the open road. He is very strong to ignore all kinds of complaints and criticism against him. यामध्ये कवी आता मुक्तपणे या जगाच्या मोकळ्या वाटेवरून समाधानाने कोणतेही मनामध्ये न टेन्शन येता तो प्रवास करत आहे, तो चालत आहे. कुणाचीही लाचारी न बाळगता, काही मनामध्ये न ठेवता, न खितपत्ता, कुणाच्याही फुटणाऱ्या हुंदक्याची किंवा एखाद्या नशिबाची विनवणी करू शकत नाही. अशा पद्धतीने मुक्तपणे तो त्या वाटेवरून प्रवास करत आहे, चालत आहे. कुणाचीही चाकरी नाही, कुणाचंही काम नाही, कुणाचीही वेदना नाही, कुणाचीही गुलामगिरी नाही. आणि अशा भीती न बाळगता तो समाधानानं या विश्वामध्ये तो काय करत आहे, चालत आहे. कुणाचाही विश्वास न ठेवता मुक्तपणे या वाट्यावरून चालण्याचा कवी प्रयत्न करत आहे. हीच ती माझी भाकरी आहे, हीच ते माझं सर्वस्व आहे, असं कवी काय करत आहे, म्हणत आहे. नाव द नेक्स्ट थर्ड स्टांजा. द earth that is sufficient. I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belongs to them. Now the third stanza, the poet makes reference to the earth and stars. The poet makes reference to earth and stars. He says, earth is enough for him. He does not desire to be any closer to people with the influence. He knows they are where they are meant to be. In the last line, this stanzas, in strong contrast to the rest of the poem. In strong contrast to the rest of the poem, the poet asserts is a free will and independence. It means he does not consider himself as one among the people who belong to constellations. तर यामध्ये कवीने मुक्तपणे आपला प्रवास चालूच ठेवलेला आहे. आता काहीही नको आहे, आता आपण फ्रीलीपणे प्रवास करायचा आहे. वाट कितीही खडतर असो, कितीही त्यामध्ये अडचणी येऊ, आपण आता काही नको, मुक्तपणे काय करायचं, प्रवास करायचा आहे. माझ्यासाठी आता कसलाही थाटपाट नको, कसल्याही कुंडल्या नको, कसलंही भविष्य पाहण्याची मला इच्छा नाही. सगळ्या जगातील लोकांची ही रीतच आहे की जी रीत असते की सर्व पाठीमागं घेणं आणि पाठीवर बोजा घेऊन दुसऱ्याचं ओझं व्हाणं. परंतु मला आता तसं काही नको, मला मुक्त असं जीवन जगावं असं वाटत आहे. या स्वातंत्र्याच्या पाठीची आणि त्यातून मुक्त होण्याची मी वाट पाहत आहे आणि त्यातून मी माझा रस्ता असा फ्रीपणे मोकळा असा जाण्याचा किंवा फ्रीपणे जाण्याची मी वाट पाहत आहे, असं कवीने या तिसऱ्या स्टांजामध्ये सांगलेलं आहे. नाव लास्ट स्टांजा इम्पॉर्टंट द लास्ट स्टांजा. स्टील हिअर आय कॅरी माय ओल्ड डिलिशियस बर्डन. I carry them men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. The fourth last stanza is distinct from the rest of the poem. The poet's rest due to the use of parenthesis as an afterthought. The speaker admits that he carries the memories. He carries the memories, old delicious burden. He was on this back, the carries the burdens. But his old delicious burdens of the people come across in life. He cannot rid himself of them. Instead, he tries to return the favor by feeding those people with found memories too. Now the goods written these poems, द सॉन्ग ऑफ द ओपन रोड. तर यामध्ये कवी दुःख मनाशी बाळगून प्रत्येक प्रवाशांना आव्हानांना तोंड देत, प्रत्येक गोष्टींना तोंड देत तो आयुष्य जगत आलेला आहे. आता त्याच्या अखेरचा प्रवास राहिलेला आहे आणि येणाऱ्या संकटांना आनंदाने तोंड देत, आनंदाने आनंदाने येणाऱ्या समस्या, येणारे संकट आहे ते पार करत करत तो शेवटी आनंदाने कसल्याही गोष्टीत न बोजा वाहता, न ते संकट वाहता तो आता फ्रीपणे, मुक्तपणे त्या रस्त्यावरून चालण्याचा प्रयत्न करत आहे, चालत आहे. कसलंही सवंगडी असो, काही असो, आता मी याला घाबरत नाही. मी आता या जीवनरूपी प्रवास आनंदाने, मुक्तपणे करण्याचा मी प्रयत्न करीत आहे आणि हा मुक्त प्रवास शेवटपर्यंत मी माझा चालूच ठेवणार आहे. असं कवीनं काय केलेलं आहे, शेवटच्या स्टांजामध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे. नाव दिस poem is a very interesting. You read understanding these poems. Now the next you see the activity of these poems. Okay, you understanding these poems? Thank you.